This morning a letter was returned, stamped, moved, no address. It was one I wrote you a couple of weeks ago, and it is now in my desk with other letters, unopened, and returned, marked, moved, no address. I write again because I must. I hope my words will find you somehow, somewhere, wherever you are at this moment, my dear. God grant you are not alone. I've read there are thousands just like you, searching for something they fail to find at home. The fact that one of these is my daughter brings all of them close to me. Your mother's here, standing right behind me. She never could resist looking over my shoulder as I write. Your leaving has been very difficult for her. A father, they say, worries about a son, but for his daughter he has dreams. Well, my first dream for you was 16 years ago on that day we brought you home from the hospital. As we stood over your crib, we knew you were something special. In your cry, with all your strength, you served notice on the world that you were someone important. Then, years later, in a moment of anger, you cried, "But you don't understand." And I didn't. Why were we never able to unlock your frustration and talk it away? Was it because you were being crowded too closely with love? There can be harm now, I realize, in doing too much, as well as danger in doing too little. A time for holding on, and a time for letting go. Someday you too will discover how much courage letting go takes. Your generation asks to be left alone. They want it so that each may find his own thing. Well, where is this thing for which you search? Is it found by rejecting your heritage? What you are and can become has deep roots in many people, your parents, your grandparents, and in a long line before them. Something in each one has helped make you what you are. I spoke about dreams. Let me tell you of the dreams another had for you. He was your grandfather. When he was young, he too left his home in search of something, a world of opportunity and freedom for his spirit. And in his way, for his time, he too was trying to find where it's at. Somewhere we have a picture of your grandfather. He wore a beard, his hair was long, and there was a girl with him in that snapshot who wore several strings of beads and held a single flower in her hand. Beautiful people. Don't reject this heritage, I beg you. Start with it, and you can build something fine and strong. I can see you smiling at this last bit of cornball philosophy coming from your square old dad. But think hard about what I've said. Come back. Come back before you're trapped in a life that daily grows more aimless and unreal. With all my heart, I wish I could promise you a world of flowers, music, and dance. But could I keep such a promise? I don't think so. No one could. But one promise I can fulfill. If you return, we three can reach each other by talking and listening. And I mean the kind of listening that is also tuned to silence. There have been many times when I failed to read your silence. For this failure, I am truly sorry. Mother has remained behind me as I write. A second ago, she gently touched my shoulder as she moved away. I took this a silent approval of what I've written. She's now sitting in her chair with an open book in her lap. But I know she's not seeing the words. Her thoughts are far away, somewhere with you. It's very quiet here. Too quiet. I walked into your room last night, and the walls seemed to be asking for the sound of your voice. As much as I am aching for the feel of your embrace, so please come back to us. We love you. Call collect.